Hey, what you doing, YouTube? It's me, the BBK. Welcome back to the Boss's Lounge. It is Saturday night and there is nothing going on. I just came to hang with y'all just for a little bit. All right, all right. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. What's going on, Boss King Anthony McNeil? Hey, boo. How you doing, babe? Look, I just came through to hang out for a little bit. Just chit chat, see what was going on. I did discover something interesting enough in reference to the Beyonce and Khalees little tay-to-tay, ta-ta-ta, whatever you want to call it. When, Khalees had went all ape shit about, Beyonce sampling her song Milkshake, which she doesn't have any rights to, right? The Neptunes own Milkshake. So Khalees Khalees only gets paid off that song if she performs. And she hasn't been doing any performing. So when somebody came to her, gaslighting her more or less, telling her, oh, Beyonce did this, she did that, she got your song and her new song, energy and da 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 da. Khalees didn't take the time to research and figure out what was really going on with the song. Trying to be nosy here. I know what you mean, babe. I know what you mean. I had a little nap, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. But Khalees didn't take the time to do any research. She didn't look into the song. She didn't look into the credits, into the compilation. She didn't look into none of the facts of what Beyonce had done. And had Khalees been level headed, simple minded, business rounded, she would have known that Beyonce don't make those type of mistakes in business, right? And she would have known that Beyonce took the song, did a twist to it, and gave all credit to Khalees for the song. Even though she twisted it up and made it her own, and Khalees didn't have no rights to it, the way I look at it, Beyonce gave her credit, added her, to the credits for the song, and set it up so that Khalees would get paid off of it every time it played going forward. And she would not have to worry about it. And it was almost like putting a band-aid on the situation. Like, almost as if to say, well, you know what, I can tell they hurt you behind your hit song, Milkshake, and you don't get, you didn't have no rights. You weren't in the credits. You're not getting paid unless you perform it. If you don't perform it, when people play it or make collabs with it, Khalees didn't get a dime. I felt like she was saying, I'm sorry, young puppy. Let me help make it right for you. Because, you're it was a good song. And to me it's an iconic song. So let me make it right. But Khalees did not take the time to figure it out. So what did she do? She jumped up like most people do and started bumping her gums and didn't have her facts together. Now she done pissed Bay off. So Bay done went back and took her name off the credits, the whole 9 yards. She done scrapped the shit. Now Khalees back to zero with nothing. People, you gotta stop jumping the gun so quick. Niggas don't know when to stop when they hit. They don't know, Anthony. They really don't. And we got to stop being so quick to jump the gun and assume that somebody's doing wrong by you or trying to get over on you or scam you. Now, there are situations when the scam is right in your eyes and you don't see it because you want to see the good in people. I get it. But when you feel like you've been wrong, sometimes you need to take a step back and breathe before you respond so that you don't, you know, put your foot somewhere you can't take it back out. And that's what I think happened with Khalees and the Beyonce situation. Now, I've been kind of running the streets a little bit. Different people are coming up on my timeline with celebrity news and gossip, obviously. And I ran up on something, and they were saying that it was reported by A.T. Lynn, because I'm not gonna call her the other name. If you spell her name out, that's what it sounds like. A.T. Lynn has reported that Tasha K moved to Florida. And she reported that she moved to Florida to try to protect her assets from the Cardi B lawsuit that she lost. Now, in that same commentary where they were talking about Tasha K, they went on to talk about a man named, a Caucasian man named, I think she said his name was Alex Jones. So he does celebrity commentary as well. And it is reported that this Alex dude jumped online and started saying that all of the pows that had been happening at the schools and the grocery stores, that it was fake and that it wasn't real and it was a setup. And so now I guess the Department of Justice has sued him, and he's got to pay $4 million. Four seems to be a magical number. He got to pay $4 million for running around spreading that, because allegedly it's not true. Now, I can understand where he got that from. I could understand why he believed that, and to a certain extent, I believe it as well. But my platform ain't, I would not, come on here and try to push that narrative on you guys, no matter how much I believe it may have some truth to it. Because as soon as I found out there were such people called or referred to as crisis actors, there are people who end up being in places where fatalities happen, disasters, events, and things of that nature, and they play for the camera. They cry for the camera. They pretend like they're hurt for the camera. They bleed for the camera. They try to help other people. They're heroic or heroine in nature, in a sense, but a victim at the same time. And a lot of times at each event, you will recognize somebody from the last event. For instance, there was a person who was on the ground when a couple of pow pows happened in different states. And you wondered, wait a minute, I just saw them on the news in Ohio. Now, this is a situation that happened in Texas. That's the same lady that was in Ohio. Like, how does she get to this pow pow? You know what I'm saying? And you done got caught up in all of this. And so I get where he got it from, and I get what he's feeling. But yeah, it seems like, the people of Atlanta are going after bloggers for reporting inaccuracies. Now, A.T. Lynn also allegedly reported that Tasha K is being investigated for information that she revealed regarding the R. Kelly case. Now, they said the DOJ has opened a probe into Tasha K because allegedly Tasha got a hold of some documents that were secured at the prison. And it looks like, or it sounds like, they want to know, how does she get her hands on them? Now, the key word is secured, because if they was really secure, she wouldn't have got her hands on them. That's number one. And I don't know if she got her hands on them or not. We talking about the alleged report that has been put out here. Now, here's the thing. Um, I really, really hope, and I feel deep in my spirit that Tasha K would not be breaking any laws or doing anything illegal for, with her commentary and stuff and her brand and her channel. I really don't think she is. I think she's more business savvy than that. Um, so I really hope not. I don't want to see her go to jail over a mess like this. Uh, but if those people, if it's true that those people really have opened a probe into her and are trying to find out how she got those docs, I hope she didn't do anything illegal, because that's federal, and that would be bad. But yeah, it seems like the bloggers are being chased down and gone after because of what they're reporting on social media. And it's unfortunate, because when you're a celebrity and you out there in the world, you now know that your life is, you don't have any more private aspects of your life. Your life is an open book and you live it publicly. Ain't no need in you getting mad when people are being judgmental and mean and accusatory and saying things like that. It's just the lifestyle that you chose. It is what it is. Get over it. Now everybody want to start suing people. I mean, if you think about it, it's another play on censorship. If you really, really think about it. Because in the way I look at it, you're going to start suing people and going after people for what they're reporting on social media, what they're saying on social media. And then it's almost like an intimidation tactic, like you're trying to scare the rest of them from saying anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. And I wish people would just take time out to smell the roses, appreciate life. You know, I've seen and heard some crazy stuff in the last 24 to 48 hours, and it is unfreaking believable at how easily triggered people are by seeing their name, their face, anything about them. It's just amazing, and it's kind of like, what? If you can't handle what somebody got to say about you, then don't you offer to say nothing about nobody else. That's really how you should look at it. You know, um, I was gonna go in the underground, but I, got a little wind that it was something going on big in the big house, and so I've been sitting on pins and needles trying to. Let me check and see if I got an update. Hold on. Okay, no, I do not have an update. I was waiting on Boss King to come with that update. I just knew he was had some tea for me. I hadn't gone back there yet. I hadn't gone in the underground to look at anything. I'm just relaxing, enjoying my day. I had a really busy day today. Got some things done, ran some errands, ate, came home, took a nap, did some laundry, took another nap, woke up, ate again, and yeah, I'm just hanging out. I'm just chilling. I was watching some movies with some good movies on. Um, I think the channel is Tubi, and Tubi seems to play a lot of movies that are directed and produced by Black people, right? So it's a lot of new movies and upcoming movies with new actors and actresses on them. Low budget films and stuff, but still, it's new stuff for me. And I don't necessarily have to go back and watch a lot of old movies. I can catch up on new movies with new actors and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, Something that I wanted to mention too, because I heard a little bit, and I think I've told you guys this before. When you hide your channel, when you unhide your channel, you're gonna lose a lot of subscribers because YouTube took them. And the way I look at it, I feel like they took them as a consequence for you hiding your channel. So when you when you play stupid games, you tend to win stupid prizes. And a lot of people in the chat couldn't even understand what was going on. At the same time, when we saw somebody get swatted, we couldn't understand. I couldn't understand what was going on because, of course, I don't watch the channel that often. But it was, another baby mama, baby daddy type of situation. And I don't know what set the baby mama off. All I know is that the baby daddy had the kids. And the next thing you know, the police showed up and they was trying to kick in the door and all of the things. It was crazy. Um, be careful calling the police on people. Be very careful because the outcome is never as you would have intended or hoped. Sometimes the outcome can be fatal. And whether that was your intention or not, it could truly happen. And you don't want to be held accountable for it. I'll say that. Um, yeah, you don't want to be held accountable. It's rough enough out here. Hmm. Other than that, what y'all been up to? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, what y'all been up to? Y'all have a good day. Tomorrow's gonna be even better. I'm gonna wash my hair tonight, get that out the way. And then I gotta go, pick up a few things tomorrow. I am shopping for a new set of tennis shoes. Prescribed, that is. But, it's like you can't really he told me to check this place out online called Cos online on Amazon. But I just have this thing about shoes. You can't really shop for shoes online. You got to be able to stick your feet in and check it out. What's going on, Summer Breeze? Hey, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, love. I miss you. I'm glad to see you, babe. I know, right? Yes. You can't really shop for shoes. I can't really shop for shoes online because I'm a type of hands-on person. I need to be able to put my feet in the shoe. I need to walk on it, jump on it, jog. I need to see how does it feel? Is it comfortable? Is it a gel sole? Does it have a little spring to it, a little bounce to it, some cushion, that type of thing. And especially if you're talking about spending $100 or more for the shoe. Oh yeah, yes, I got to put my foot in the shoe. So I don't think, am I don't think I'm gonna be able to buy the shoe online. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna end up having to, I don't know, go up to Foot Locker or some, tennis shoe store and get me a good pair of tennis shoes. Um, I am gonna check it out online and read the description and see what they say. But yeah, for the most part, I'm on a mission for that. Um, I need to check with JC Penney's. I think they're having a sale. Lane Bryant is definitely having a sale. So I think I could get some stuff done. Um, I think so. I really think so. Um, uh, I can't say that. I wanted to say something, but I can't. I probably can't. Um, what was I going to say? Oh, so yesterday, and this is interesting. This is going to go back to Siri and Alexa eavesdropping on you. The other day I did a video and I was telling you guys about, why commit, boyfriend or lover, why commit to be with the one person when you guys can have a really good understanding and be free and just come together when y'all want to spend time together and be together. You know, um, Two of the movies that I saw today were about a couple, and of course the dude was a drug dealer, but he wanted to be with two women at the same time. and he had been cheating on his girlfriend. She had been leaving and breaking up with him, doing all of the things, and finally, he sat down and told her, this is how my life has been. I don't know nothing about cuddling, and I actually wanted me and you to be with somebody else. And he showed her pictures of a woman he wanted to be with and wanted her opinion, and really made it seem like he wanted her decision to matter and to count, and he wanted her involved. And then he had his one night with his girlfriend and this other woman, and he was watching them interact and groove and get into the mood and stuff together. And then they had their whole threesome, and then of course the next day he was very jealous. He seems really sour about the situation, and actually he accused her of being more into the woman than into him, because she hadn't cooked him dinner and she didn't do this and she didn't do that. She had kind of checked out from doing the wifey duties because he was cheating so bad and didn't seem to appreciate her. So, she just said, I'll let him keep buying me trucks and bags and giving me money and a nice house and clothes and lace fronts and all of the things. And, if he want to eat, he can go somewhere and get something to eat. He can go in there and fix it himself. She was checked out on it. She wasn't waiting on him hand and foot anymore. And it took me back to our discussion the other night. It was almost like Alexa or Siri was sitting up listening to my conversation and then put this movie in my timeline for me to see it on TV. It was crazy. And it was kind of like, you know what? You and him really enjoy each other, but he enjoyed being with other women. He brings women into the home and sneak them out the window, rush them out the back door. They done left half their shoes, their lingerie. He was just real gritty and grimy with it. And it was just like it would have been better if she just look at it like he is providing everything for. Look, he was so grimy. They was having like a picnic out on the front yard, right? They had a blanket out. He had a big thing of roses. They had strawberries and champagne, and they was chilling and talking. And then he wanted to check on another one of the females that he was messing with, right? So he gonna tell her go to the store, take the car, and go to the store and get some cigars, right? So she goes and gets in the car. He on the phone calling him a super hoe, and the phone is on the Bluetooth in the car. So she in the car about to pull off, and she can hear him having a conversation on the phone with another woman. Like, it was just so disrespectful. And it was like, you know what? If you knew the relationship for what it is, you would not commit. You would just play your position and let everything be what it be. Now, ultimately, at the end, and I think this movie was called Suffocated. At the end, I think she worked with somebody else to rob him, and they ended up killing him. And then, before it went off, she had her cut, and she also had, ended up pregnant. She had tried to take her life because she was overwhelmed with what happened. It was just a mess, but it was alright. It was alright. It was a good look. You know, I enjoyed it. I had to sit here and watch it. I couldn't be getting up, moving around because you miss something, then it could mess up the whole feng shui of the movie. But other than that, it was all right. It was all right. Um, I'm going tomorrow, and I'm going to get some rice paper. I'm going to get some cucumbers. I'm going to get the Asian cucumbers, and I'm going to get some carrots and some pork belly and some pork. I'm gonna marinate the pork belly. I mean the pork, the sliced pork, and I'm going to make spring rolls. I've I know I've got to change some things with my diet, and I have really been going back and forth between Pinterest and YouTube and coming up with different meals and dishes and stuff that will help. That spam fried rice I made the other night, that shit was so bomb. Y'all don't even know. I had rice, sweet peas, onions, eggs, scrambled eggs, and spam in there. That I had cooked the spam in sugar to bring some of the salt out. But I saw a video on YouTube where the person put the spam in the skillet and put water in it and drew the salt out of the spam by boiling it in the skillet first. And then they, stir fried it or grilled it or whatever. And I hadn't tried that way yet. I just was cooking it with sugar because the sugar kind of kills a little bit of the saltiness. So, but other than that, it was really good. I still got some in it left. I ate two bowls last night. I had a big bowl today. I still got some left in there. I made a big ass thing of it too. It's good. But yeah, I'm gonna try some other dishes and stuff and on this journey to do better and try to live healthier. Get older, things get slower, your body's cycles get slower. So you have to change some things. So I'm gonna go out here in a little bit and take my little walk. Because I didn't do it this evening. So I'll do it tonight because it's dark. So it's really cool. It's really comfortable. You know. What else did I run up on? I ran up on a video where, for once, Cardi B was defending Nicki Minaj. It was kind of weird. I didn't get to see the whole thing. I got interrupted. But it was really weird seeing Cardi speak nice on Nicki. I was kind of I was kind of shocked. I was like, wait, what's going on? Um, I thought I read somewhere that Chloe and Tristan had welcomed their second child. I have not done any of the research. I'm just really shocked. Yeah, I don't know if she had a surrogate or if she was pregnant. I don't even know. But you know, out of those Kardashians and those Jenners, I like Kendall for being strong minded and for wanting to have a career and a life and experience her youthfulness before she gets tied down with a man or a child. I mean, her having her boyfriends here and there, flings here and there, whatever, is fine. But for the most part, she is a working girl and she's out here having fun, and I commend her for that. I commend Courtney for raising her three kids with the type of baby daddy that she had in Scott. I commend her for not having any more kids by him or anyone else until she's found her next soulmate, which allegedly she has found in Travis Barker. And they're trying to get pregnant. Well, she's pregnant. Um, Chloe. Wow. Um, when it comes to Chloe, Chloe is pretty much the most level headed, I believe. And I think she really just wants a family. She wants a family no matter how dysfunctional it may be, um, for the kids' sake. And I can kind of respect her wishes and what she's looking for because if you look at her family, she came from a dysfunctional family. You know what I'm saying? They choose to call it a blended family, and you can call it whatever you want to call it, but at the end of the day, it was dysfunctional. So I commend her for wanting her baby daddy to be around and be in her kid's life. Because the one thing you can count on is if you don't let them stay around, they won't be around. They won't come around. They won't show up. So I commend her for wanting to try to have a best friend type of relationship with Tristan and allow him to be there in the home with True and this new baby, if there is a new baby. Um, I don't understand why she gets so triggered every time he get caught out there with other women. She know what he's out there doing. She's accepting of it. She's giving permission of it. She's okay with it, and she's continuing to try to maintain her relationship with him at the same time. So for me, that's just she's just doing a lot of that talking and crying and crap going on for TV for their television show. That's really the only thing she's doing as far as I'm concerned. Because when you know, you know. There's no need to put on and act up. So, I mean, That's just me. Sissy! Hey, Ronnie! Hey, boo! How you been? I'm glad to see you. I missed you, babe. Yeah. So, you know, it's I think when she get into that, oh, I look so stupid. I always they make try to make me out to be the bad person. I think that's just for her family's TV show. Um, she don't look like a damn fool because they have an understanding. And when her and him have an understanding, it don't really matter what nobody else think about it or what they have to say about it. So, I kind of like Coco. I hate to see her whining. Um, I hate to see her unhappy in her skin. And I say that I'm blessed. How are you? Hugs, Sissy Pooh. Mwah! Hugs and kisses back to you, babe. I can say that she's unhappy in her skin because we've watched her transform from one big klutz looking just like her daddy to one toothpick looking like somebody that got drew on the back of a, a coloring book. Like, she lost weight, that's fine. You don't like your weight, that's fine. But then she started making changes in her face and her body. She wanted her butt big. Now she done took the butt things out, and she's letting her body be a lot more natural. She's lost all that weight. Now she done changed her face. She don't favor her mama or her daddy, right? And I think she was trying to change the facial features that mimicked her dad. I believe she was trying to get rid of those on purpose. I do. I really think she is. So when I say she's unhappy with her body, she's unhappy. And I'm going to tell you something. The people who are the most unhappiest are the people that do the most because they cannot find happiness in themselves. And when I say that, I'm speaking about people who have body image issues. When you're heavy set and you decide, you know what, working out is not for me. I don't want to work out, but I don't want to be big no more. And they decide that I'm going to go under the knife and have surgery done. That's fine. Do whatever it is you feel. Do what your spirit tells you. But here's my thing. If you decide that exercising is not the route you want to go and that you would rather go under the knife, then when you go under the knife and everything is said and done, you should be the happiest bitch on earth. Why? Because that's what you wanted. You didn't want to sweat it out. You didn't want to get no pain and to get no gain and go through all of that. You wanted them to cut you up and carve you, recarve you, and change your body type, your body style. Now, when you get that done, you should be happy. You should not be miserable. You should not be looking for more stuff to change. You should not be out here messing with people or you know, being a victim every time you turn around, just playing a victim game like it's nothing going on in your life but misery. Then that means that you've got to find happiness inside. Because, baby, once you go under the knife and change your body, if you're not willing to change anything else to keep that look going, then it's something else wrong. And that's what you should focus on finding. That's what you should focus on identifying and fixing. Because she did all of that, lost all of the weight, got titties, got butt, got rid of the butt, got rid of the titties, changed up her face, and you look at her hands and you look like you're looking at the Wicked Witch of the West. They long, scrawny, and she got them long nails on, and she's so vain. You know what I'm saying? When Chloe sits in front of the cameras on her family show, she's always grabbing and touching her hair and flashing her fingernails. It's just really ridiculous. And I don't know if she still got that ankle monitor on or not, but you know, it's so many other things that you should be concentrating on right now, other than your vanity and Tristan's infidelities. If y'all best friends, stay best friends. Don't try to go back to having a relationship, because that's not what he wants, and you're making him unhappy, which will eventually make you unhappy. What else did I run across? Um, I've run across a lot of parents teaching, taking their babies and young infants to learn how to swim, and then testing them by chunking them in the pool and making sure that they know what to do. uh, I can't necessarily say I agree with them just chunking them out into the pool, but definitely, testing them to make sure that they remember what to do and can be safe. It's just a lot. I'm still seeing young kids learning how to count, learning their colors and their letters, and they can't even walk. I'm absolutely blown away. I'm fascinated with seeing that. What else? I've seen some very smart. Listen, I seen a 3-year-old. I seen a 3-year-old doing a spelling bee with 6-year-olds. I was sitting there, my mouth was gapped wide open. I was like, wait a minute. You could barely understand the words he was saying, but baby, he was spelling with them. I was like, oh my God. I was shocked. And this is what we should be doing, staying focused on our kids, teaching and bringing them up to a level, that they need to be. Because we need them to be wide awake with all the stuff that's coming. And I'm hearing more and more people's student loans getting changed out to a new company. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Because, I've been laying in the cut waiting on them to wipe them off. And now they just shuffling them around trying to make sure we're not able to get rid of ours. And making me wonder, are you listening to my conversations and my commentary and you mad and that's why you doing it? I'm just asking a question. Just interested. So other than that, ain't nothing been going on. Ain't nothing been going on. Ain't nothing been going on. Just want to come over here and hang out with y'all and see what y'all was up to. I have been on this water kick. When I tell you this water, ooh, it make me have to go to the bathroom every few minutes. It's annoying as hell, but it is so good. Okay. She's saying the thorn that is gonna put me in my heart. Ronnie, girl, the man was out on the pool deck with his family and friends, and he was holding the babies in his arm. Right, he had on a jacket. They had the fire pit going. The baby had on a jacket, and then all of a sudden, the video started recording, and they were standing up there. He was talking to his people. He was standing with his back at the pool, and then he said, and they didn't play no audio. And then he said something to his family. And girl, he just grabbed the baby by one leg and swung him back and throwed him in the pool. I almost doodled on myself. I was like, what the hell? And then, the baby just flipped over and then he was floating. I was like, if I had been that baby mama, girl, I would have been on his face like a wild cat. Girl, I'd have clawed him to death. I'd have been like, don't you never throw my baby in the pool by his leg like that again, girl. It was scary. It was so scary. They listening. That for sure, Anthony, for sure. I know they listening, but it may be a crazy thought, but that was the first thing came to mind. Oh, y'all trying to, pull out the people who are awakening, and you're trying to what punish us for not following your lead. Like, boy, please. That show what I thought, Aunt. He did run it. He grabbed the baby by one leg and tossed him in the pool like it was an empty bottle. It was crazy. I was so outdone looking at it, and obviously I replayed it 3 or 4 times because I was just kind of like, there's so many ways you can test a baby without that way. That just, yeah, it was scary. I was very uncomfortable watching it, but it was good to see that the baby The baby was cool, but still, had happened, it was just crazy. The fight would have been on. The fight would have, girl. I'd have came up off that dang bench chair, girl. I'd have been on his head, girl, like a wild cat. I'd have clouded his eyes out, girl. I was just so. I was like, oh, couldn't. You couldn't even tell which one was the baby mama that was sitting down out of the women and men that was sitting down. You couldn't even tell which one was the baby mama, girl. She didn't even react. I was just like, girl, you too comfortable for me. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. But you guys, I'm excited about this pork belly that I'm gonna cook and this rice paper that I'm gonna get and these spring rolls that I'm gonna make. Now the only thing I'm having a little bit of trouble with is the sauce because they call the sauce peanut sauce, and obviously it has peanut butter in it. What I don't like peanut butter. So I gotta find another sauce to make for the spring roll, but I'm excited for it. And I'm gonna try to video it when I make them. I'm gonna try to video it. Not so much as cooking, but maybe I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. But I'm gonna, you know, try to put it together. Hmm. So other than that, child, I didn't want that. I just wanted to come over here and hang out and see what was going on, what you guys have been up to. How is the weather where you guys are living? Is everything okay? You know, I know it was a couple of thunderstorms in what was Vegas and Kentucky, and they was flooding out. And I think we talked about it, and we discovered that they were still cleaning out the tunnels. So that's where a lot of that came from. Do you like peanuts? Um, Peanuts. I'm okay with peanuts. I am. I am. I can eat peanuts. At the bar. Other than that, I don't really fool with peanuts like that. I mean, if they happen to be the little snack at the time, I can snack with them for a little bit. But yeah, I'm not too crazy about peanuts or peanut butter. Uh, Peanuts is a rare occasion. Peanut butter is a never occasion. I really like pistachios. They don't like me. I break out. So I've tried to stop buying them because for a minute I was buying them. I didn't care nothing about the breakout, but it's getting too old to do that. Can't keep doing that. Yeah. So yeah, and that pork belly. Oh my god, that pork belly. And when I watch the people on YouTube cook it, it's so crunchy and good. And I had asked my mom. I said, "Have you ever cooked pork belly before?" She said, "Yeah, you done ate pork belly." I was like, "Wow." I don't think I have because it ain't never crunched like they crunched it on YouTube. But whatever, it looked good and it resembles thick bacon as far as I'm concerned. So I'm down with it. I'm gonna try it. Google what's similar to peanut sauce. Oh, okay, okay, good looking out, sissy. Yes, yes, girl. And because they roll up in spring rolls, you roll them up like an egg roll, like they call it a spring roll. You can see through it. And of course, I want to try, the lettuce and or the kale with the carrots and the cucumber. And I'm gonna tell you something else about them Asian cucumbers. I have been watching them make kimchi. Wait a minute, that's not kimchi. What do they call it with the cucumbers? You take two chopsticks and you cut the cucumbers a certain way, and they come out in a long accordion, and it's one long piece. And then you make your sauces. First, you put the salt in there and let it sit, and it drains all of the juice out of the cucumbers. And you strain it, rinse it, and then you add your ingredients and store it. Then you wrap it with saran wrap or whatever, and put it in the refrigerator for a few hours, and then you pull it out, and it can be eaten as a side dish or just as a snack. And it's so crunchy. And I've had it before. Somebody made it at their house, and it was a little spicy, so they make it with the chilies, spices and stuff. Of course, I wouldn't make mine that way, but it was really good. It was really good. So, Yeah. And then R. Kelly. What else did I see about him? Something about was that his his team. I think his team, somebody on his team, is considering coming after Tasha K for something that she put out about him. I don't know exactly what it was because I didn't read the article. I was listening to commentary, somebody else's commentary about it. Um, and I know Tasha spoke a little bit on R. Kelly the other night, and she was saying something about he, needed 28,000 while he was in prison. It was like, what do you need 28,000 on his commissary for? It was like shit, so he can live La Vida Loca, right? So he can live comfortably. He can have all his oodles and noodles and cheese puffs, bam bams and wham whams and things. You know what I'm saying? He got a lifestyle that he's gonna live even in prison. Now, I heard people say in commentary that he didn't have no money. And some people may look at 28,000 and say, well, it ain't no money. And it might not be, but I ain't got 28 in my bank account, so it's some money for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the name, but it shit sounds good. I love cucumber. Oh my God. And the Asian cucumbers, they are so much better. Oh my God, they are so much better. Oh, they are so much better. So much better. I have been looking at a lot of Asian dishes lately because it seems like the Asians seem to live so much longer than what we have been living. And until those med beds make it over here, then I need to try to eat the longevity life, health foods, and live the longevity lifestyle if I can. So I have really been looking at a lot of those and seeing what's relatively easy to make. Um, I know tomorrow I'm gonna fix that shrimp pasta. It's chicken and shrimp pasta, but I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna try to fix up enough for the week. I'm gonna try. I'm not making any promises. I'm making a plan. I'm gonna try to fix up food for the week. So I'm gonna get the pork belly and the sliced pork and try to make some spring rolls. Then I'm gonna make that chicken and shrimp pasta. And then I don't know what else. I don't know what else. I think I have some ribeyes and some filet mignon in the fridge. See, I don't. I want to put it on the grill, but I'm not gonna be fixed up cooking all of this stuff and grilling at the same time tomorrow. So the steaks might have to wait. They might have to wait. And then I've been seeing a lot of people that say if you're eating your steaks well done, you're missing out on a lot of the flavor because you cooked out all of the flavor. There's nothing left. And I haven't had a well done steak in a very long time. However, all of the steaks that I have had out at restaurants, cooked at a medium well temperature, they've not really been that flavorful. Now, the last steak that I cooked was cooked. It was the filet mignon. It was cooked at a medium well, and I have to admit it was really, really good. But the texture on the filet mignon is a tender and texturized type of steak in the first place, so it was gonna be good regardless. It was gonna be good. Um, I'm gonna start marinating my steaks more before I cook them, and I still have brine here that I can brine some chicken the next time I cook it. So, if you haven't, I bought my brine. Was a special blend, a special brine blend created by Chef Holly from Phenomenal Food Catering out of Georgia. You can look her up online. She's Phenomenal Food Catering on Instagram. She makes her own seasonings. She's a catering chef from Trinidad. She is the bomb. She is the bomb. So check her out. We got Boss King Anthony McNeil. He's a hit maker. He makes beats. He creates songs, raps, does it all. If you're looking for intros and outros, Boss King Anthony McNeil can hook you up for a small fee. It is very, very much worth it. Okay. Most of the music I play on my channel, I bought from Anthony McNeil. I've just been tweaking them, trying to put them with, openings and intros and outros and, you know, trying to be a little bit creative. The other night when we went live, I went live on my Streamlabs. I hadn't been on Streamlabs in a long time. Um, and did pretty good. I've still got some other things to do. I'm working on some videos. So I'm gonna see if I can get Streamlabs to help me present it in a better way. I just got to do some editing and stuff first. So yeah. Hi Marie. Good morning, love. It's morning time where you are. Okay, it's 10:45 here. Hey boo. Thank you for stopping by. I'm just over here talking about food, girl. Different things that I want to make on my journey to eat better and cook better. So that's it. Yeah, I wanted some wine yesterday so bad. I didn't have any. I had I didn't realize, honey, all those bottles of wine I had in the garage, baby. We went through that wine so fast. But but I may have a bottle of wine in the car because I remember I took wine with me to somebody's house. I took 2 bottles for a get together. And we got there. Oh, it's 1:46 in Florida. Okay. 11, 12, 1. Okay, so 3 hour difference. Okay. How was the weather in Florida, Marie? For sure, Boss King. For sure. How was the weather in Florida? I've been hearing some mixed reviews about the weather down there. I know you guys used to have really good weather, but it's been so many peculiar things happening, like cleaning out of tunnels and stuff, dams and stuff, and flooding. I was just interested if you guys were experiencing anything weird, especially like with the vortex. I also ran across something when I was in the underground, and it was something. It was okay. Let me get my words right. Let me get my words right because I know they listening. Um, it was a potential 2024 ballot. I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it looked like they trying to say that come 2024, Donald and Ron DeSantis would be on a ticket. So you would be looking at Donald as running for president and DeSantis as being his vice president. See, I knew the minute when Donald left the Capitol, when he left the Capitol, and he didn't go to New York, he went to Florida. Then he posted up camp in Florida, got him a new compound and everything. And then him and Ron seemed like they was real, like they was suck buddies. They was sucking up to each other. And I knew then, and I said, it's the reason Ron DeSantis is making the decisions and choices that he making down there. It's for the done. Texas has been in the hundreds and it's crazy. Oh my God, I can imagine. Oh my God, Ronnie. But I know y'all got AC, so you're not suffering. Thank you, Jesus. She said, oh my God, it's like an oven. Typical summer, 90-degree plus weather and the usual daily rain. Oh, it rains daily down there. Now that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's very interesting. I did hear that you guys have like a lot of alligators and crocodiles and turtles, snakes and shit. There be lizards and stuff that be, coming out to y'all pool, hanging out in y'all pool and in y'all ditches and stuff, and manatees and all kind of wildlife and things. I'd be nervous. At least y'all get rain, Marie. Rain is afraid to stop in Texas. Right. Right, Ronnie. Y'all don't get no relief from the heat. If it would rain every so often, at least you would be able to get a little bit of relief from the heat. But by the rain not stopping by, oh, that's awful. We need some rain so bad in California. It ain't even funny. When it rains, we get a little cool down, but it just never rains long enough. When it rains in California, every time it rains in California, it should rain at least a minimum of 2 days straight. Hmm. Yes, ma'am. During the summer, we get very humid, so we get like freak storms with winds. Then it's like nothing. We definitely have plenty of critters in here, girl. And then I saw on a TikTok or a reel, I don't know what it was. It was on Instagram, where the lady was walking up to the house, and it looked like the house was covered with crickets. Now I think they was crickets. I don't think they was them water roaches. Or whatever it was huge, and they was all over the front porch. And she was steady going and on in the house. I was thinking, oh my God, how do they live there? Like if my house was covered with them big ass bugs like that, I wouldn't be able to stay there, child. We'd have to burn that sucker down and start all over. I don't. Yeah. The same way I couldn't live somewhere out in a rural area and wake up one morning and it's a snake just chilling on my porch, just keep trying to keep cool. Like I couldn't. I couldn't. I'd be so crazy. Yes. She said, Veronica, girl, take some of this rain because after it gets humid. Marie, while you're here, girl, so I was listening to Gigi and another commentator talk about that somebody on R. Kelly's team is trying to come for Tasha. Have you heard that? I hope not. Because, baby, when Tasha was bringing the heat on R. Kelly, it was receipts after receipts after receipts. So, if it's any truth that they really are trying to come for her, is again, it's just another way of censoring, trying to censor people, trying to stop them from talking. It's unfortunate, but that's all it is. She told no lies on him. Everything she brought to him was true. If the lies was told, they was told from his people, his family, his relatives, his team members. Oh, so sickening, so annoying. To be frank, I haven't. Girl, it ain't even worth it. As far as I'm concerned, it ain't about nothing. It ain't about nothing. Just another way to deflect from what's really going on. His ass gonna do 30 years. He want 28K on his commissary card, and that's it. Ain't no need in trying to add Tasha into nothing because she ain't had nothing to do with it. Ain't got nothing to do with it. And when she brought her commentary, she brought receipts. It is what it is. If they don't like it, oh well. They can sit back and be mad while he do his 30 plus years in the penitentiary unless he get out on good behavior. They ain't got nothing messing with her. Mm-mm. They just reaching. What he should have been doing is reaching for some of them white folks whose name is still in Epstein's black book that ain't been released by G Max yet. That's who he should have been reaching for. He should have been reaching for some of them so he could make a deal to cut some of his time. Because I know he knows some of the people in that black book. I know he know. Mm-hmm. She had his own. Yep, sure did, Marie. Had his brother on there. She sure did. Brother, girlfriends, parents of the girlfriends. She had a couple of people. And I don't know why he want to mess with Tasha. His team. I don't know why they want to mess with Tasha. Maybe he mad because Tasha put put all his business out there, put all his tea out there. Well, his family was itching to give it up. And the one thing Tasha said from day one, she not paying nobody for no tea. If you gonna give her the tea, she'll look into it. But paying you, it's not gonna happen. So they didn't even get paid for it. They was willing to give it up and tell it. So I don't know why they want to come for her. Go for your family members. That's who you need to go for. Maybe they want to go for Tasha because they think they can get something out of her since she got a $4 million lost to Cardi, maybe they feel like she got something worth taking, more that's worth taking. I don't know. You remember a whole interview with her sister abuse? Yep. Yep. Sure did, Marie. That's why I'm saying I don't know why he want to try to come for her. His people the one put his shit out there. They just used Tasha's platform to get it out there. I don't know what he want to call. Girl, he better go on somewhere and do his time. Whether he got 2,800 or 28,000, he better go on and sit down in there with them oodles and noodles and have several seats for the next 30 plus years and leave folks alone. They gonna tear that booty hole up while he in there too. So hopefully when he get out, he won't be interested with getting with no more young girls. They went voluntary out of there on their own free will. They didn't get paid, bribed, none of that, coerced, none of that. So I don't know why he want to try to comfort Tasha. And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you something else too. For all of the other bloggers that are out there tearing her down and trashing her name, at the end of the day, y'all clout chasing. Y'all using her name as a come up. Y'all using her name as fame, trying to pull up on the next level off of her back, her hard work and her sweat. Y'all can say what you want to say about her, but she still got a following. People still want to hear what she got to say. People still want to hear the tea, and people still want to see the skits and shenanigans that she brings to the forefront. I love it. I love it. The brother went into details. He had no problem spilling on the family for the free 99. You better tell him, Marie, for the free 99. So what you want to come for Tasha for? But you know what, boo? If you didn't make enough debt with your lawyers while you was trying to keep your freedom, it's okay. You can add some more debt to it, but ain't nothing coming. Ain't look, Tasha say hashtag I ain't got it. Ain't nothing coming. You waste your time, money, and energy coming for Tasha when it's your family you should be coming for. Boo boo. Okay? Now I know you probably won't hear this. But if your friends do, they should tell you you probably should just go for your family and leave Tasha the F alone. That's it. Mm-hmm. It's crazy out here. And these celebrities, there's more and more celebrities that's starting to fight with each other. I just heard, was it Hassan Campbell? And actually, I didn't hear the commentary. It was the title. I don't think it was Hassan, but I cannot think of it. Whoever this guy is, he came up on my timeline, and he was trying to explain what the Chicago rapper was into that got killed, and I can't even think of his name. Von T is what King Von maybe something Von he was talking about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that he was into something. And I heard somebody even do a video, a little bit. I heard a little bit of it when they talked about Young Dolph, and then maybe he was into something, and you know that's how his situation happened. It's a lot of rumbling in the jungle about these rappers and stuff fighting and getting into it and turning and flipping on each other. He gonna be singing my arsehole is telling you no, but your penis saying yes. You can't hurt nobody, but there's one thing you can't confess. I don't see nothing wrong with a little hit in the rear. I don't see nothing wrong. Go ahead, Bosky. In his song, I don't see nothing wrong. Woohoo! Hey, with a little hit in the rear. I don't see nothing wrong. It ain't gonna be no bumping grinding, baby. It's gonna be some turpentine. They're gonna be tearing that booty hole up. Boss Kid, you be keeping my ass rolling. King Von, that was his name. They were saying he was mixed up in something, and that's how he got or something. It's just a lot of fighting amongst the rappers, and and what's interesting is the fighting that's going on now between them is very similar to the fighting that some of the OG rappers used to do. Suge Knight, Biggie, Tupac, all of them when they was fighting. I remember when it was Death Row against somebody else. Like whole labels was fighting and arguing. They artists was going back and forth. But see, in this day and time, things are changing. People are actually out here trying to take your life. Corner Anthony. Veronica said, "Go to the corner, Anthony." She said to the corner. Girl, I came with you. Girl, that's Anthony. we just modifying the words to fit the situation. That's all. Hey. The whole East Coast West. Yes, Marie, that's what it was. East Coast versus West Coast. Yes, ma'am. Jay Z, Nas, Dame Dash, all of them. They was battling and going back and forth. It was crazy. But wasn't nobody killing each other. They was killing them on them raps, on them rhymes, on the mic. And then we ended up losing Tupac and Biggie to pow violence. Nowadays, they taking rappers, baby mamas, kids, grandmamas, mama-in-laws, and anybody that happen to be standing next to them. It's really sad. But they do a lot of backdoor in the chat in the shot. Oh, okay, gotcha. One foot up. Yep, Biggie, Tupac, Diddy. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. And you know what's funny? It make me feel. It make me feel like I wanna play some carols. I don't know if R. Kelly is sensitive in the YouTube world. Cause I feel right now, I feel like pulling out my laptop and giving a tribute to R. Kelly and just playing some of his music. See, you know, it's some people you can't play that shit on YouTube. I don't care what kind of channel you on. Some people, like when it comes to Prince, don't try to play no Prince. YouTube will shut you down for you can get to the hook. Okay? Whitney Houston, don't do it. Don't play no Whitney. It's coming down. Prince, Whitney, and it's a few other people that I can't think of. But I don't know if R. Kelly is in that group of people. Because, baby, I can grab this laptop right now and start doing a tribute to R. Kelly. Baby, start playing some of his songs. He may have been an old nasty pervert, and right now he's a whole convicted felon, but baby, his songs still spin like the wind, and I don't mind playing some. Okay? But it's frustrating when they take the video. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, it's just a lot. And Doja Cat cut all her hair off, right? And then she did a video and she was just explaining, why she did it. And, she tried to seem like she wasn't going through something, but I really believe Doja is going through something. She can say how her wigs lay flat much better all she wants. Doja is going through something, I believe. And I don't know if she's contemplating on selling her soul or what the deal is. I don't know if it's pressure that's on her that's got her in this situation. I don't know. But I really do believe Doja is going through something. And it's not funny, but it's interesting because she shaved all of her hair off just like Britney Spears did. And Britney came out and pulled all her socket and told us. Oh yeah, that's right, Ronnie. Beyonce, you play Beyonce, you're coming down. Bam, 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 bam. It ain't they not playing with you. Certain people you can't play, and I don't know if R. Kelly is one of them. Well, they got a little deep, especially sequence for right then bragging for some guys. It's not coming back from that. It's a shame, but facts. Yep, that's true, Anthony. That is true. You cannot brag about sleeping with somebody. Wife, our current wife, past wife, ex-wife, former wife. You can't. You can't. You cannot do it. You really can't. And now it's been some whispers in the weeds that DJ Khaled is somewhat abusive to his baby mama because I don't think she married to him. I think she the baby mama. But yeah, there was some whisper in the weeds that DJ Khaled was somewhat abusive to his baby mama. But he the first one to want to go live when the table is set, when the caterers done fixed all the food. Oh, they said homegirl don't do no cooking, no cleaning, nothing. She just over there burping babies and taking care of them. That's it. He may be a pervert, but he baby. Look, Marie, he can do more than sing. Baby, he can bring the moisture down. Okay? A sister can get real moist. Listen to R. Kelly sing. Okay, let's just go and keep one. I'm gonna say it. Y'all ain't got to say it. I'm gonna say it for you. Yes, he can. He can get them draws wet. Hmm. Soft and wet. Mm 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 mm. Soft and wet. Mm mm mm. You know. You know. Da da da. Oh, right. She shaved her eyebrow. She shaved her eyebrows? She's shaving everything. Oh, yeah. She going through something. She going through something, whether she admit it or not. Maybe she can't admit it. Maybe she's not allowed to talk about it. Maybe that's what's making it even worse. But it's a cry for help, in my opinion. When people go to the extreme, it's a cry for help. And see, and again, as a society, we've been so brainwashed to where they have us feeling like you need to buy a cap with hair and wear a wig than to wear your own real hair. And some people have long, gorgeous, beautiful hair. And I get it. They don't always want to wear the hair because you got to do a lot to take care of it. And your hair doesn't act or react the same to your body temperature and the weather and humidity and stuff like it does with wigs. You don't have to be sweet and nice to your hair. If you're wearing a wig, it is what it is. If they smoking and it gets smoky, if it get wet, chlorine, you just take it off and deal with it whenever you feel like it. But when it's your own hair, yeah, you gotta wash it and condition and do all of the things if the smoke is bothering you and this and that. It's crazy. Yes, ma'am. I saw it today on Instagram. Oh my God. She going through something. And I feel for her too. And I hope she's not influenced by her family, aka Snoop Doggy Dog. Because we've already watched his escalation. And I feel confident and I believe in the rumors that he too has sold his soul. And I believe that there could be some truth that his mom was a sacrifice. We've just watched his glow up. We watched his glow up from the time he started dealing with Martha Stewart. We knew he was gonna glow up and he was gonna get big then, but when he was dealing with Martha back then, he was learning undercover behind the scenes moves, business moves, quiet moves that you don't talk about, you just make. And now that he got all his moves made and he done bought Death Row, now he out and about flaunting it, in our face, bragging, showing off, whatever you want to call it. Um, I hope she don't follow any advice from him. And I like Doja. I might not know none of the songs she sing, but I like her, and I'm praying for her. I hope everything works out for her. I finally did find that song that I had been looking for. I heard it one time on Instagram when the little girl first came out with this song. I heard it on Instagram and I never couldn't find it again. And I ended up finding it and I have it on replay when I listen to it sometimes. When she say, J Doe is not Atlanta. These streets is not Atlanta. We came through, made Atlanta. It's not Atlanta. I love that song. I really do. She talked about Sierra was Atlanta and somebody else was Atlanta, but the other people was not Atlanta. Don't rep her town, she say. I just sent it to you. Check your DMs. She addressed her friends because they were concerned. Oh, okay, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys. Sorry about that. Yes, she is going through something. I was listening to her and she was saying, "Oh, I was going through something like, 7 or 8 years ago." No, bitch, you going through something right now. Okay, you going through something today. Um, when I saw her face, you know who I saw, Marie? Lady Gaga. When I was looking at her, I swore I was looking at a black Lady Gaga, death on the stick, with them eyebrows gone and them eyes sunk in. She's going through something right now. Maybe she can't explain it. Maybe she hasn't acknowledged it. I'm not sure. But I'm praying for her. I like her, and I'm praying for her. I hope she, gets the help that she needs. She was saying that she made a song about being a cow, and she said I was rapping about it, like literally me being a cow. And she said, and I got famous for it. And that is part of the problem of today. We as a society, kids and adults included, find stupid shit to do and they're getting famous off of stupid shit. Like that black boy. Him and his friend used to go into the grocery store and he would be jumping and pouncing and turning flips and shit all up and down on the vegetables and produce and fruits and stuff, destroying the stuff and then running out. He was getting famous. He had millions of followers till he got arrested. We supported that. We followed him. We pushed him. We made him think that was funny. We was laughing. We like it. Keep it going because people continued to follow him. His channel grew. So it just made him keep doing stupid shit. But dude, the food that you're destroying and messing up, we gonna be needing that food in a few weeks and it ain't gonna be nowhere around. She definitely going through it. She look, she lost a lot of weight, Marie. And when the people start calling her out on it, she said she had been working very hard on her music and her routines and stuff. She may be sick and she don't want to tell it because I've heard people before say that sometimes your label will drop you if they think that you're a liability. You know, if they're not going to be able to keep making money from you and you're going to actually cost them more money, that you may get dropped from a label. So she may be sick and going through and can't really say because her career is just taking off and she doesn't, she doesn't want to lose what she's worked for. But you know what? Everything done in the dark comes to light. We'll find out in the next few months what the real deal is. Mm-hmm. We'll find out. Because she lost a lot of weight. And when she lost that weight, that was the first thing that came to my mind. She's sick. And we've watched other celebrity people or famous people get sick and go through something and watch their body weight and stuff decline and go through changes. We've seen it before. We've watched it. And we know with entertainers and rappers and stuff that sometimes their schedule pushes them to go links that they're not mentally prepared for. And sometimes they have to self medicate to get through that day or that night. Sometimes entertainers wake up in the morning, get to the studio, start working on music, and they take breaks here and there. But they may go to the studio, say, for instance, at 1 a.m. It may be 6 o'clock the next day before they get home and get in the bed because they've been there all day, eating, sleeping, smoking, drinking, taking a break here, there, taking a nap. Cardi done told her she done laid on the studio on the couch and took a nap a couple times for an hour, an hour or so because they was busy working. When she was pregnant, she did a lot of that. Mm-hmm. And I even saw somebody did a video clip and they were saying that Cardi B responded to Armand Wiggins. I guess it was subliminal because I never heard her call his name. But I don't know what he said on his video that she was responding to. So yeah, and Cardi is so sensitive. Oh, she's so sensitive. I don't know why she just got to feel like she got to respond to everything. She need to take 10. The previous video she addressed the shaved hair. I just sent it to you. Okay, yeah. I saw that one video she made when she shaved her head and she came out and tried to explain to the people. I saw that one and I was like, I ain't buying it. I mean, it's your fans, your hair, your fans, your story, do your thing. But I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it, you know. And as I said the other day, you young kids are very, very group oriented when it comes to sex. Everybody's screwing around behind the next person, screwing around with multiple people at the same time. Listen, this shit is going around out here. You can't get rid of. Now you got this monkeypox running around, looking like an extended version of the herpes. Hmm. Better cut it out. That's why I say these days it don't even really matter if you get in a committed relationship or y'all just lovers. Y'all get together when y'all want to have a good time and go ahead on. Either way, if you're out here being sexually active, um, 9 times out of 10, you guys are gonna play a part in spreading whatever it is that's going around. And I know some people want to say, well, it's the people that didn't eat the applesauce. It's their fault. No, it's not our fault. And if that make helps you to sleep at night, you can keep on with that narrative. But trust, it's not our fault. Yeah. Thank you, Marie, my love. I appreciate you sending those. When I get off this live, I'm gonna go listen to all of them and see how it goes. It's crazy. We had some more people to quit at my job this week. They did not get no 2 week notice. They gave something like a 2 day notice. It was crazy. It was crazy, and some two. I think I told y'all the other day that I lost 2 people at the job to death. We had 2 people die within 2 weeks of each other. So the death is still circling around me, and it's like, ooh, demon, get away, get away. But I didn't know them, so I didn't have any emotions per se. I did feel bad for one of them because they found him. I guess he got so bad off he wasn't able to go anywhere or reach any of his family. I guess nobody was checking on him. I don't know what the story was on that, but yeah, nobody wants to die alone like that. But what can you do? Yeah. Oh, yeah, y'all. I wanted to get on here and play some R. Kelly, but I got a feeling R. Kelly might be one of those people you can't really play his videos on. So, and I want to leave this video up. And I know from past experience, um, if you're playing a video and they don't like it, they'll cut your feed. You stop playing the video and just wait a few seconds, and the live will come back up. But a lot of times when they take the video down, people just, you close the video, you start a new one, and you come back. You lost everything in that first video. But I don't want to even go through any of that. We'll just leave it up. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm praying for her. I hope everything will be okay. I can imagine how stressful it is. And that's another one of the reasons why, like I said, I commend Kendall, because she's one that is not trying to have babies just because all of her sisters and brothers are having babies. She just doing her, and that's how you should be as a young person with no kids. If you can get your college education, baby free. When you're finished with college, get your career, baby free. When you have your career, do some traveling, see the world, meet different people, engage in different cultures and diversities, baby free. So that when you do have a baby, you will have already experienced a good portion of life that some people never get to experience in a lifetime. That's real talk. Because when you have a baby, things change. You can't just up and go and do what you used to do. And I think a lot of people miss that thought process when they decide that they're gonna when they decide not to use protection, or when they decide they're gonna keep a baby. I think they miss the fact that babies are not easy. It's not easy. And having a support system doesn't make it easy either, because sometimes the people in your support system are not who they claim to be, if you know what I mean. So you have to be very, very careful when you decide to bring a child into this world. Yeah. So you guys, we've been on here for an hour and a half. I didn't have much, but I sure appreciate you guys coming through. I have enjoyed you. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate you. Thank you, Sissy. Thank you, Boss King Anthony. Summer Breeze. Make me feel fine. Yes, thank y'all. Please thumbs up the video on your way out or not, whichever way your spirit leads you. We would appreciate it. We would appreciate it. So I'm going to, I think, go in here and pop some popcorn, old school style. Got my big cooking pot, put some grease in there, popcorn, and pop it and put it in a super big bowl. And I'm going to come in here and resume my movies. I love y'all. Shout out to the bosses. Y'all be blessed.